Someone's asked, is Zelenskyy the only actor to take on serious political office? Well, of course not. There's also Ronald Reagan. But apart from Reagan and Zelenskyy, who have both not only taken on political office, but have proven to be highly successful and popular, I was thinking of Melina Mercouri. Melina Mercouri was a celebrated Greek actress who got the Best Actress Award in Cannes in 1960 for her role as Ilya in Never on a Sunday. She received an Academy Award nomination for that film. She then received a Tony Award nomination for the Broadway musical adaptation, which is tremendous fun. And if she'd stopped there, she would have still had a lasting impression. I remember asking somebody to sing a song in a style like Melina Mercouri, and the actress said, "Oh, so you want me to sing it flat?" And Melina Mercouri had a distinctive way of approaching her work. The Law, Stella, Topkapi, Phaedra, quite apart from Never on a Sunday. And she then went on, when PASOK took power after the fall of the junta, to return to Greece, and she was Minister of Culture in Greece from 1981 to 1989, and then again from 1993 to 1994, and she was responsible for revitalizing and interesting Greek culture and heritage, and her statue, her bust, is on the is opposite the. Oh my goodness! Now I can't remember where it is. Anyway, it's significantly located as you enter Athens. And she was there for the European Capital of Culture in 1985. I think she campaigned for the return of the Parthenon marbles, the Elgin marbles. Very, very distinctive campaign. Lots of weeping. Under her leadership, there was an increased funding and support for archaeology across Greece. She promoted the construction of modern cultural centres, including new museums, reviving, renovating, restoring older ones, the promotion of contemporary Greek art, not only in painting and sculpture, but also in music. She was presiding over a blossoming of Greek culture, particularly from the 1950s through to the 1980s, and I was very lucky to be in Greece in the 1980s, and then again at the end of the 1990s, and I could see her influence directly. She advocated serious educational reforms, introducing arts education, emphasizing the importance of culture in schools, fostering international collaborations. Her legacy in politics is, I think, in modern Greece almost as important as her legacy in film and theatre, and she elevating Greece's cultural presence on the international stage. Her passion for culture, for the arts, significantly shaped Greece's cultural policies and left a lasting impression on the nation's cultural landscape. And I think that is what can happen when a person who has got a background in the performing arts, or the written arts, a background in writing, in performing, enters politics. They have an opportunity to take that passion into the political arena. It's one reason why I'm so disappointed in the efforts of someone like Nadine Dorries. Not a great author, but she had a background in writing, and she could have done significantly more. Ronald Reagan, not the most extraordinary actor, but he had a career in Hollywood, and went on to be the 40th President of the United States from 1981 to 1989, and the Governor of California before that. And he was a transformative and an influential president. Like him or loathe him, his policies and his leadership style significantly changed the way American politics and global politics developed over that period. Arnold Schwarzenegger is another bodybuilder actor in films like The Terminator. Didn't take himself too seriously on screen, but was utterly professional, and then achieved success, particularly for his work on environmental issues, fiscal reforms in California as governor of California from 2003 to 2011. There's also people like Joseph Estrada in the Philippines, Glenda Jackson, our own Glenda Jackson, in Britain, 2 Academy Awards, political office for the Labour Party from 1992 to 2015, and then she went back to the stage and performed King Lear. Simply a staggering breadth of ability, though she never really achieved the sort of political stardom that I think could have been hers, though it was almost within her grasp once or twice. She was a stunning constituency MP, up there, frankly, with Jeremy Corbyn. I know people in Hampstead and in Islington who are not Labour voters who have voted for both Glenda Jackson and Jeremy Corbyn because of their commitment to the local area. Fred Thompson in the United States, Joko Widodo in Indonesia, these are people who come into politics. Actually, Widodo isn't quite so appropriate. He's more of a furniture salesman. But he appeared. He did his own adverts, and he had that sort of television stardom before he went into politics. And it's that stardom that sometimes people take with them. And then there is Zelenskyy. Zelenskyy is the absolute star. This comedian, actor, film producer, famous for The Servant of the People, and then his political office. He was actively involved in stage comedy through Kvartal, the 95 and so on, and the group performed across Ukraine and other countries, incorporating satire, social commentary, music, piano playing. His stand-up comedy acts, extraordinary, an extensive career which embraced film, Love in the Big City, 8 First Dates, Office Romance, Our Time, to the stand-up comedy, Dancing with the Stars. I can't remember what year he did that, but he won. And then Servant of the People, which defined him between 2015 and 2019, where he plays a high school teacher who unexpectedly becomes president of Ukraine after a video of him ranting against the government and corruption goes viral. And the show was a huge hit in Ukraine, and it gained international attention. It was prophetic because it mirrored Zelenskyy's real-life political career, and the popularity in its political themes boosted his public image, but also his message about standing up to corruption and standing up for his country, and laid the groundwork for his actual presidential campaign. And I think his ability to inhabit that character, because so much of high-profile political presentation is about the theatre of performance. It's about performing the characters, about performing, presenting the ideas, and connecting with the people. It's something that Rishi Sunak has failed to do since he became Prime Minister, something that he did superbly when he was Chancellor. It's something that Boris Johnson did effortlessly. It's something that Mrs. Thatcher took lessons and learnt. And no matter how many lessons Liz Truss took, she was still waving her hands around like some demented cast-off from Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons. Some people have an ability to communicate with the people, and some people don't. But communication with the people is the stuff of theatre and film and performance, and communication with the people is the stuff of politics. I'm surprised that more actors don't go into performance. More actors don't go into politics. There is, of course, the Ann Widdicombe rubbish, where somebody goes from politics into performing, and her wicked queen in Snow White apparently was something that was worth seeing. Ed Balls is another one, but essentially they haven't gone into serious performance, have they? Though I would never want to be heard damning or poo-pooing the hard work and the cultural importance of British pantomime, which I've also done, and my goodness, it's tough. And so from that point of view, I certainly take my hat off to Ann Widdicombe. And 3 shows a day is hard. It's hard for a month without any breaks. But it's much harder to do it the other way around. But I'm surprised we don't see more actors coming into politics.